वर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। नमोस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्र यमानिलेभ्यो नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ॐ नमः परमहंसास्वादितचरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय ॐ। So we have finished up to 22nd Sarga of Ayodhya Kanda in the last class. There was possibly one word in the last shloka which maybe I did not explain. It just caught my attention when I opened the book now. So prasadayan naravrishabhasamataram parakrama jigamishure vadandakan athanujam bhrisham anushasya darshanam Chakaratam Hridi Jananim Pradakshinam. So the Darshanam word perhaps I did not explain. So there Darshanam means Swamatam, whatever is his intention, that he, so Darshanam Anujam Bhrisham Anushasya. He explained to his younger brother Lakshmana what is his thoughts about the matter. Because Lakshmana had expressed his own thoughts, let us, put Dasharatha behind bars and then, we will take up the kingdom, etc. Such, in that context, Rama explained his thoughts to Lakshmana. And then he tried to pacify him, which is not going to work out, which we will see in the next chapter, how Lakshmana, of course, there's no explicit words of Lakshmana here, but how Lakshmana's state of mind is at the end of this pacifying that Rama did. One more thing which I wanted to say, that note that I wrote for myself, you see in 63rd shloka what Rama is saying, Yashohyaham kevala rajyakaranan naprishtatah kartum alam mahodayam. So this Mahodayam Yashaha, so that great Yashas that what I will get if I follow Dharma, that I don't want to or I don't like to keep it away just for the sake of kingdom. You see, this long term, thinking of the long term is one thing that, having a dharmic life means. So in the short term, making compromises may seem beneficial, but in the long term, sticking to Dharma is something that is more beneficial, which is what we don't see. There is a lot of discussion on this, etc., especially when in Gita Bhashyam, more so Madhusudana Saraswati also very nicely writes, in 4th chapter, I don't remember the shlokas now, when Arjuna asks, Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha. So even when this person knows what is right and wrong, what is pushing him towards papam, when Arjuna asks, there he gives some answer. Krishna gives that, that is samskaras. His samskaras push him that way, etc. So there, what is the prescription to win over it is that you have to see the guna and dosha of what you are doing. And how do you see guna and dosha? Madhusudana Saraswati very nicely writes in his commentary that everything that we want to do, suppose you want to compromise on dharma somewhere, why are you compromising? Because you are not seeing that this compromise, though temporarily it is giving you some relief, but it is endowed with a long-term anishta. So balavad anishta anubandhitvam is there, and that anubandhitva jnanam you don't have, therefore you are going. That is, you don't know what the long-term consequences of this action will be, therefore you are compromising. And similarly, therefore, if you have to take up something which is in the short term very, what should I say, very difficult for you to do, but still if you have to take it up, it's because you will be able to see the balavad ishta anubandhitvam of in the long term. So there is a stronger ishta that you will get by following this in the long term. That jnanam when you have, and when you have the jnanam of the anishta anubandha in the short term compromise that you are making, then you will not make those compromise and instead choose the long term option. These are the technical details of that. So I was just reminded of on Ganesh Chaturthi when I went to buy flowers and all that. I was remembering last year during Ramanavami. So it was in the peaks of lockdown. Actually, lockdown just started. I think it started on Ugadi last year, and then Ramanavami just comes 9 days after that, right? So in the entire our locality, Padmarao Nagar, I did not get anybody who's selling what is it called? So betel leaves, so pan leaves for offering for puja. And there was only this one shop who had these leaves with them. And he should have actually raised the price. As a student of economics, I would have felt today is a festival day, there will be a lot of demand, and therefore I have to raise the prices more so when nobody else has. Whether he knows that nobody else has these or not, I don't know. But when I went to him, I went to him last. This is not the shop that I usually go to. And I went to that person. I finally found, and I was happy. And he gave it the usual rate. The usual rate is, if you ask for 10 rupees, he will give you 10 leaves or something like that. So that's the usual rate he gave. He could have hiked the price. So I told him, in the entire place, this area I have searched for and I didn't get, only you have these. So actually you should be selling at a higher price. See, that's the economics buddhi that is coming. He said something back then. I posted about it also, I suppose, on Facebook. He said, see, if I raise the price today, so I will lose a reputation. Tomorrow people who used to come to me always, from tomorrow, they will stop coming, thinking that this person is being selfish or taking advantage, etc. You see, that is dharma. That is what Rama is also talking about. Just because right now something is very favorable to me, if I don't keep the long-term consequences in mind, then what will happen? So I should not sacrifice the long-term, or rather I should not neglect the long-term consequences of what I am doing or what we are doing. That is what he is trying to say. Anyway, so that was 21st Sarga. Now we will enter into Dvavimsha Sarga, 22nd Sarga. So in 21st Sarga, Govindaraja somewhere here later in this chapter, in the commentary somewhere, he says in the previous chapter, that is 21st chapter, he spoke about dharma, and in 22nd chapter, Rama is going to, he's not, see, this is the beauty of Kavyam, this I told you in the beginning, the first class itself. So Kavyam is not something that will give you sermons on what is good or wrong. Good or bad. They will just act out from the actions of the characters. You will get to know what is happening and what is good or bad, what is to be done, etc. So Kanta Sammitaya Yaya Sarasatam Apadya Kavya Shriya Kartavye Kutuki Karoti. This we saw in the first class. So Rama is going to speak about something called Daivam. What is Daivam? Daivam is that what we say as Adrishtam or luck factor, we say destiny. So there is no perhaps one translation that you can give for Daivam, because all these aspects are included in it. Destiny and then luck, and also it's your, see, Daivam is what? Adrishtam is something, is your Purva Karma only. Your Purva Karma, good or bad, has its result, which is acting upon you now. So that is called Daivam strictly. So Daivam is not a arbitrary factor that is, suddenly being imposed upon you. So that is one thing. We will see how that lecture is being given in this chapter here. And then about Daivam itself. So just to build up an introduction to this chapter, there are very famous shlokas about Daivam. So something that's going to come later in Sundarakanda itself. But right now, so very famous Subhashitam. Yatha ekena chakrena narathasya gatir bhavet evam purushakarena vina Daivam na siddhyati. So like a chakra, like a vehicle or a ratha cannot move just by one chakra. You need two chakras. Like that, even any accomplishment in this world doesn't just run on destiny. You have to have purushakara. The opposite of that is destiny. That is purushakara, human effort. So it translates roughly to free will and destiny. So free will is purushakara and destiny is daivam. You can say that way. Both are equally important. Is that famous Subhashita? But here Rama is going to say Daivam is Balavan. So in the next chapter, Lakshmana is going to say, no, but Purushakara, what about Purushakara? Then we will see what's the conclusion they will come at. But right now, Rama is going to say that this is Daivam. Who can, like in Hindi they say, so honi ko kaun tal sakta hai, something that has to happen. So who can stop what is supposed to, or what is destined to be happening, etc. But Rama is not somebody who would usually do this. That is, he would not resign to fate or something. He would, what action is required to be taken, he takes it. That is why Sita Devi later asks Hanuman, how is Rama doing? When she wants to ask, there's famous shloka in Sundarakanda, Kachid Ashasti Devanam Prasadam Parthivatmajaha Kachit Purushakarancha Daivancha Pradipadyate. I hope Rama is doing Purushakara and also invoking blessings of Devatas. So Devanam Prasadam Ashasti. I hope he is trying to invoke Devatas, their blessings, etc. Parthivatmajaha, the prince. And then Kachit Purushakarancha Daivancha Pradipadyate. So that is, so she's trying to, that's the usual nature of Rama. So she's trying, so usually when you want to ask about somebody that you have not met for a long time, and then some other, you know, common friend or somebody comes. So what do you ask about them? You ask about them the qualities that you already know. So that itself shows this was Rama's quality, which was Sita Devi was inquiring from Hanuman later. That is Kachit Purushakarancha Daivancha Pratipadyate. So Purushakaram and Daivam, is he giving equal importance like he always does? That's the intention in that shloka. And then there are many shlokas like that. Kachinna Dina Sambhrantaha Karyeshu cha namuhyati Kachit Purushakaryani Kurute Nrupate Sutaha. So I hope he is doing Purushakaryani. So whatever is to be achieved by human effort, he is giving. There also some kind of dinam they say that Sita Devi is saying, I hope Rama did not resign himself to fate, that okay, Sita has been lost, so now what can I do? I hope he's not sitting in that attitude. I mean, that artha is also there. But you know, what I want to draw upon here is, we have not yet seen what Rama is going to say in this chapter, which we will see. But as a build-up, I am saying that here Rama is going to argue that saying Daivam is the strongest factor. But then Rama's nature is not something of surrendering to Daivam. That is what I'm trying to say. When Sita Devi asks Hanuman about Rama, she asks about this quality, which shows that that is what Rama's quality has been. Kachid ashasti devanam prasadam parthivatmajaha kachit purushakarancha daivancha pratipadyate. It's a very famous shloka from Sundarakanda. Now coming back to our Dvavimsha Sarga. So what I'm trying to say is Rama's quality has always been such that Purushakara and Daivam he takes into equal balance. But here he sees that this is, he's going to give very nice upapattis actually. He's going to give very nice explanations of why he thinks this is Daivam, why it is a helpless situation or a destined situation for him. He's going to give very nice upapattis for that. We will see as this chapter progresses to the extent that we can see today, and then the next shlokas in the next day. So athatam yathaya deenam savishesham amarshitam saroshami vanagendram rosha vispharite kshanam asadya ramas saumitrim suhridam bhrataram priyam uvachedan sadhairyena dharayan sattvamatmavan. So atha means thereafter. Thereafter means after having, you know, one round of pacification is over. He pacified Kausalya Devi, don't worry, it's just 14 years, I will come back. Then he pacified Lakshmana also, don't do this, this is not dharma, etc. So after doing that, then you have to imagine perhaps Lakshmana had a pratikriya or a reaction in his mind. He may not have spoken anything, but based on what he's or how he's reacting, Rama is starting another round now. So that is atha. Atha tam here is Lakshmanam. So atha tam, that Lakshmana who is vyathaya deenam, who is also in a sad state because of this. So this vyatha is, you know, so whatever this misery has come up, this difficulty that has come up. What is the difficulty? So Rama's Rajyahani, Rajyahani Janya Vyatha. It is that Vyathaya Deenam Savishesham Amarshitam. So Amarshita, Amarsha is, you know, he got angry is one translation of Amarsha, or Amarsha could also mean that he is restless. So Amarshitam Tilakakara is telling, so prapta asahanam. So this situation has come upon me, but he is not able to come upon him, but he is not able to accept it. That is amarsha. So savishesham amarshitam. So exceptionally he is having amarsha. Why exceptionally? So what is that exceptionality there? So Rama ishtajana antara apekshaya iti sheshaha. So savishesham means, so what is exceptional is even more than everybody else around. That is even more than everybody else that who consider Rama dear, than all of them, Lakshmana is even more, you know, restless or unhappy about the turn of the events. That kind of Lakshmana, who's savishesham amarshitam Lakshmanam, yathaya deenam tam Lakshmanam, and then sarosham iva nagendram rosha vispharite kshanam. So vispharita, rosha vispharite kshanam means, so his eyes have been, you know, they are widely opened because of the anger. That is rosha vispharite kshanam. Vispharanam is that vistara. And then sarosham iva nagendram. So as though Valmiki is playing, you know, a nice joke, he's saying, so sarosham iva nagendram, like a angry serpent, Lakshmana is reacting. So all Pravachana Kartas, they say angry serpent. Why? It is his nature. Lakshmana's Adishesha's avatara, they say. So it is his nature. So he's showing his innate nature like that. So very famous shloka, it comes, this also comes later in Kishkinda Kanda. So Sampati will say, so Tikshna Kamastu Gandharvaha, Tikshna Kopaha, Pannagaha. So Tikshna Kopaha Bhujangama, something like that. There is a shloka. So Bhujangas, he says, Sampati is Garuda's brother. Jatayu's brother. He talks. He makes he's a bird, So he says, I'm a bird and I have exceptional hunger, something like that. He says, and in the process, what he's trying to say is, there he says, serpents are extremely angry. So that anger he's showing here, Lakshmana. Sarosham iva Nagendram. That is, you can imagine a Nagendra, a Sarpa, but suddenly when it gets angry, maybe a cobra snake, so suddenly it raises its hood. So that shows Lakshmana's reaction to what Rama just said. Sarosham iva Nagendram, Rosha Visparite Kshanam. So his eyes have been, widely opened out of anger, Rosha Visparite Kshanam. And then Tam Saumitrim. Saumitri is Sumitra's son, Lakshmana. Suhridam, Bhrataram. Suhrit is well-wisher, and Bhrataram his brother, and Priyam, Suhridam, Priyam. So he is dear to Rama also. So Suhridam means Sarala Swabhavam. Shiromani Kara is telling that is a simple-natured person. That is, he is a very straightforward person. So according to Lakshmana, Rama is very innocent. Dasharatha should not have banished him to kingdom. So why is he doing this? Why is Kaikeyi asking for such a thing? So such kind of nature, he is very simple-minded. Suhridam Saralasvabhavam, and then Bhrataram Priyam. Priyam is Swati Swa Ati Priti Vishayi Bhutam. This Priyam Lakshmanam. So Lakshmana is dear to Rama, very dear to Rama. That Lakshmana, Priyam, Suhridam, Bhrataram. So Ramaha Asadhya. This Asadhya means what? He approached. That's the literal meaning. Now, how do you take Asadhya? Rama approached Lakshmana instead of saying what commentators are saying is, so Shiromani Kara, Govindaraja and Tilakakara are telling Asadhya means Abhimukhi Kritya. He just turned towards Lakshmana. Till then he was talking to Kausalya. Now he turned towards Lakshmana and he speaks. That is Asadhya here, approached. Or like Shiromani Kara is telling, Asadhya means you can take that. So he brought Lakshmana close to him. That is, he held his hand. He's telling like that in so many words. That is Hastagrahena. So Samipam Prapaya. That is, he held Lakshmana's hand. He said, you come here and then listen to me, like that. So Asadhya here is not that Rama is approaching him or anything. So they are, particular about this courtesy, etc. But then they are in the, Antapura, they are in their mother's chamber in Kausalya's palace. They are. So all these don't matter. He's very, so Priyam Bhrataram, Valmiki himself is saying. So he went, they might be not very far away, he just took one step towards him or something like that. So Asadhya Ramaha, Saumitrim Asadhya, Idam Vacham Uvacha. So he spoke these words, Idam Vacham Uvacha, and then very nice adjective or very nice description Valmiki is giving about Rama. So how he spoke these words, Dhairyena Sattvam. So this Atmavan Ramaha, Dhairyena Sattvam Dharayan. So he mustered up the courage to speak like this or to behave in this situation. So Dhairyena Sattvam Chittam Avikaritaya Dharayan Prakatayan Tilakakara is telling. So Dhairyena with courage, Sattvam means Chittam. So Dhairyena Chittam Dharayan means what? Avikaritaya Prakatayan. That is, he is not showing that there is any modification in his mind. That is Rama's, stature, which we have seen. So he has this, what should we say, this capacity or this talent, whatever you want to say, that even in a very difficult situation, he can, compose himself. So Dhairyena Chittam Dharayan Uvacha. So this is, so how did he, it's actually an adverb, adverbial usage. How did he speak? He spoke by, having that control over his mind so that his internal thoughts, whatever disturbance he is having, that is not expressed out. So very nicely, so Chittam Avikaritaya Dharayan Prakatayan. So that is that Avikarita of that Chitta he is showing. Govindaraj also very nicely writes here. So Dhairyena. So Swam Balam Dhairyena Dharayan Aprakatayan Atmavan Prashastamanaha Pashyamanaskaha ityartaha. So this Dhairyena Sattvam here means Swabalam. That is his own real nature he did not show. That is, I am actually going to the forest to put an end to Rakshasas, etc. That he didn't want to show perhaps. Swam Balam Dhairyena Dharayan Aprakatayan he is telling there. That is, Dharayan means he is holding. He is holding up something means he is showing something else. So what is he showing? Tilakakara is telling his Chitta Avikriya nature he is showing. And what is he hiding? Govindaraja is nicely telling he is hiding his real Swarupa, he's hiding, that he's not explain or not, what should I say, he's not expressing his real nature. So swam balam aprakatayan atmavan, that is prashasta manaha, that is a udara swabhava, you can say, or he who has control over his mind, atmavan pashya manaskaha ityarthaha. So that Rama spoke these following words. What did he say? Nigrihya rosham shokancha dhairyam akramya kevalam avamanam nirasyenam grihitva harshamuttamam upakliptam yadaitan me abhishekaarthamuttamam sarvam nivartaya kshipram kurukaryam niravyayam. So niravyayam is one patha, another patha is niratyayam. Okay, we will see. So nigrihya rosham shokancha dhairyam akramya kevalam. Hey Lakshmana, so what is he telling is sarvam nivartaya kshipram kuru karyam niravyayam. So sarvam nivartaya, you see, you are speaking like this, all that you keep aside, what is to be done now, next thing, that is I have to go to forest now, what is to be done, let us do on that. All this, you know, your shoka, your krodha, all that, you know, you put an end to it. So nigrihya rosham shokancha. Rosham is what? Anger. So pitradi vadha hetukam rosham, that is anger, that I will put an end to Dasharatha, I will put him in jail, I will kill him, etc. Whatever you are trying to say, that kind of rosha, nigrihya, you put an end to it. That is, you keep that aside. And then shokam is Rama Vishayakam, that is, so Rama, your Rama has so much trouble, etc., my very dear brother. So that is the shokam that he is having. That also you keep aside. Nigrihya rosham shokancha dhairyam akramya kevalam. Kevalam dhairyam akramya. That is, you assume dhairyam, that is, you muster up dhairyam. So kevalam dhairyam, one of the commentators, I think Govindaraja is saying, so dhairyam ashritya kevalam iti. Kevalam means what? Dhairya nairantaryam uchyate. So just that dhairyam you bring about, nothing else. So see, dhira swabhava here is not just with respect to shoka, you know, dhira is even with respect to the krodha there. So whatever you are not letting your mind overpower you, and then the mind dictate your, you know, response to situation. So whatever the response may be, it may be anger or it may be shoka, both of them, that should not be your response now. Your response should be, okay, what next? That should be the response. So he is telling kevalam dhairyam akramya. So you muster up, having mustered up that dhairyam and nothing else. That is, don't give in to all these. So anger, shoka, etc. moods. So kevalam dhairyam akramya avamanam nirasya. Enam avamanam nirasya. That is, you keep away these thoughts of insult. Ayo, have been insulted, Rama has been insulted, etc. That avamanam nirasya. Govindaraja very nicely writes here, I liked it. So what is he telling? Nirasya avamanam. Avamanam arabdha abhishekatma purvakam abhishekat tyaga purvaka banagamanam nirasya nija daurbalya kritatva bhavad nivarya. So this, what is avamanam? What, first of all, I am supposed to be coronated as the prince. So that is not happening. On top of it, you are asking me to go to the forest. That is the avamanam. So nirasya, that those thoughts of, that is, he is thinking about Rama, of course, not for himself. Lakshmana is not thinking about himself. He is thinking Rama should have been the prince. On top, not only is he denied of that, on top of it, they are asking him to go to forest. Then what is this, you know? So too much insult. So don't think like that. Why? Because nija daurbalya kritatva abhavat. See, when should you feel insulted? I like this somehow. I may not be, you know, very nicely able to express what I have in mind. What Govindaraja is saying here is, when should you be insulted about a situation? You should feel somebody else's acts as an insult upon, or as an insult if it is an outcome of your own helplessness. See, if you feel helpless and then the outcome is something out of your helplessness, then you should feel insulted. If it is something not out of your own helplessness, you are strong enough, but then he is telling something that, you know, or he is doing something that, you know, he should not be doing. And then out of that, you know, what should I say, that strength, you are saying, okay, he is saying something, he is doing something, let it be. That is the counter to, or rather that is how, I don't know how to put it, that's the other reaction to avamanam. Avamanam would be, okay, I am so helpless, so I am so vulnerable, he is taking advantage of me, he is saying such things, that is avamanam. But this is not such a situation. It's that if I want, like Lakshmana has been saying, Rama also, you know, he's saying, see, so maybe he's thinking like that. If I want, I can, you know, take the Rajyam, like you are suggesting, hey Lakshmana, but that is not what I want to do. Very explicitly he said that also in the previous sarga. So I don't know if I was able to convey what I was having in mind. So nirasya, avamanam nirasya means what? Nija daurbalya kritatva abhavat nivarya. This avamanam is not because of some daurbalyam in you. It is not because of some weakness in you. This avamanam is despite your strength. Therefore, you should not feel insulted by this whatever turn of events. So avamanam nirasyenam grihitva harsham uttamam. So harsham uttamam harsham grihitva. That is, you take up, you muster up some enthusiasm here. Harsham is not happiness or anything, but then harsham is you take up that enthusiasm about what is to be done. Or so harsham uttamam grihitva means, so uttamam harsham satyapalanena pituh punyaloka siddhijam harsham. So you should inspire yourself by saying, it's not that I've been punished or something. I got an opportunity to make my father's words true. So satyapalanena pituhu punyaloka siddhijam harsham. Despite this difficulty, if I follow these words, my father will attain to punyalokas because he has been a satyavak paripalaka. So that kind of yashas Dasharatha will get, and because of that he will get punyalokas. Therefore you should be happy. So think of the positive side, we say, that is what Rama is explaining here. So Tilakakar also is telling avamanam. So nirasya means shatru kritatva abhavat nirasya. You don't take it as avamanam or anything. It's not a shatru that is doing it to you. So it's our mother. He's going to later say all those things. See, Kaikeyi never had any such ill feeling towards us ever. Suddenly now if she is having, then that's somebody else. Some kala is daivam is instigating her to be like this. So it's not that some shatru has done this to us or anything. That is, it's not out of my own weakness or something. That is how Govinda Raja puts it. So anyway, avamanam nirasyenam grihitva harshamuttamam upakliptam yadaitanme abhishekartham uttamam sarvam nivartaya. So upakliptam means arranged. So etat means all these abhisheka sambharas. Yadetat abhisheka sambharan, you can say abhishekartham uttamam upakliptam. All these great things that have been arranged for the sake of my abhisheka, sarvam, all of that nivartaya. So you give up on them. So you keep them aside. Kshipram kuru karyam niravyayam. So niravyayam karyam kuru. So whatever has to be done next, you please do that. So niravyayam means so vighnarahitam. That is, you see to it that what is to be done next is done immediately without loss of time, etc. Niravyayam karyam kuru. Saumitre, anything else? So let me see. Okay, not so much. So uttamam harsham satya paripalanena pitaram taraishyama iti buddhijanyam. That is how Govinda Raja is putting. By our satya paripalana, we will be nimitta for our father getting uttama lokas, etc. Upakliptam yadaitanme abhishekartham uttamam sarvam nivartaya kshipram kuru karyam niravyayam saumitre yobhishekarthe mama sambhara sambramaha abhisheka nivrityarthe sostu sambhara sambramaha. Very nicely Rama is telling, Rama, you see, so far you have had all this, this enthusiasm about Rama's abhisheka. You were thinking, oh, my elder brother's abhisheka, pattabhishekam is happening. That enthusiasm, now you divert that enthusiasm towards, okay, this is what my brother wants now. He wants to go to the forest. Forget who asked him to go. Rama also has decided to go to forest. So you divert your enthusiasm towards that. Saumitre yaha abhishekarthe mama abhishekarthe. So for the sake of my abhisheka, hey Saumitri, yaha sambhara sambramaha. So the sambramaha here is, so the stvara, that is this enthusiasm. So you were very excited. That excitement is sambramaha here, stvara. Sambhara sambramaha. Oh, so brothers, Anna's abhishekam, what is to be done? This is to be done, that is to be done. You were excited about it so far. The same sambrama, abhisheka nivrityarthe saha astu. Saha sambramaha, that very same excitement, you divert now towards abhisheka nivrityarthe. So for the sake of, see, the two words here, earlier it came, now one word is coming, that is nivartaya and then nirvartaya. So nivritti, nivartaya and nirvartaya. So anyway, that's a different discussion. I don't want to go into nivrityarthe, abhisheka nivrityarthe. So for the sake of, I mean, in the context of the Abhishekam not happening. Abhisheka Nivritti. That is, how is Abhisheka Nivritti happening? By Rama is going to forest. So that Abhisheka Nivrityarthe Saha Sambhara Sambhramaha Astu. The same excitement towards what is to be done, what is to be arranged that you showed for the Abhisheka, the same excitement you show now towards this Abhisheka Nivritti is telling. So Sambhara Sampadanaya Yas Sambhramaha Tvara Sa Abhisheka Nivrityarthe Astu. Vanagamana Parikara Sampadanaya Stviti. So for the sake of all the paraphernalia arrangements that you have to make for going to the forest, those arrangements you make and you show your excitement, enthusiasm towards that. So Tvara, so Shiromani Kara is telling Tvara you can take excitement or Adaraha, that respect or Pujya Bhava you had towards the Abhisheka, the same attitude of respect you have towards the Nivritti of Abhisheka. How is Abhisheka Nivritti happening? By Rama's going to forest. Yasyamad Abhishekathe manasam paritapyati mata nassa yatha nasyat savishanka tatha kuru. So the shloka 6 and 7 has been interpreted in two ways. So here Mata is mother. Who is that mother that he is talking about? It could be Kausalya or it could be Kaikeyi also. So both meanings can be given. So Yasyaha mad abhishekathe manasam paritapyati. So Yasyaha manasam. So she whose mind, Yasyaha is in Strilinga, you know. So not Yasya but Yasyaha. So Yasyaha manasam. She whose mind mad abhishekathe, for the sake of or in the context of my abhisheka, paritapyati. Paritapyati is, you know, it is being restless, you can say. Paritapyati. So sa mata. So my mother, that mother, naha mata. So mata, our mother he is telling. Sa naha mata yatha savishanka syat tatha kuru. Yatha savishanka nasyat tatha kuru. So you act in such a way that all the doubts of our mother is allayed. So doubts are put aside. So what are those doubts? Who is that mother? So the idea in the shloka here is, 6th shloka is, so the doubts of that mother of ours, whose mind is disturbed in the context of my Abhisheka, you act in such a way that those doubts are put aside, put a rest to. Now who is that mother? What are those doubts? If the mother you take as Kausalya, it is Kausalya whom he is talking about, then Abhishekathe means you have to take here. So Abhisheka is not happening, then what will Rama do? He has to go to forest. How will he live there? Those kind of doubts are troubling her. But if you act in such a way, hey Lakshmana, that you know, don't worry mother, Rama's Vanavasam will not be much of a trouble. It will be a very easy thing. Don't worry, I will make all the arrangements. If required, I will also go with him. Something like that you say and you put those doubts aside. Or the other meaning could be Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi's doubts are, so commentators are saying, I will read those lines. Kaikeyi's doubts could be that maybe Rama, now he went to Kausalya's palace, maybe he's plotting against all this. So maybe he will, collude with Lakshmana and then overturn my plans, etc. Those doubts are troubling Mother Kaikeyi, our Mother Kaikeyi. You act in such a way that those doubts don't arise in her. Those doubts are all put to rest. So let's see. So very nice shloka this is. So Madabhishekathe. So Tilakakara actually is first giving Kausalya as the mother that he's talking about here. Madabhishekathe. Madabhisheka nivrittau artha shabdo nivritti vachanaha iha. So Madabhisheka artha here means nivritti. Madabhisheka nivritti. So because my Abhisheka is not happening now, so he's giving some Amarakosha reference, etc., where artha is used in the sense of nivritti also. So Mad Abhisheka arthe means Mad Abhisheka nivrittau, in the context of my Abhisheka not happening. Savishanka word is there, very nice word here. Kathamayam vane sthasyati iti shankaya sadukha. So Savishanka she's. So Savishanka, that Savishanka word also one of the commentators nicely explaining, Shiromani Kara. Savishanka, Vigata Vanavasa Klesha Vishayaka Shanka Vishishta Sati. So Savishanka, so Nasyat, that is what he is telling. So Savishanka, so Vishesha Shanka that she is having. So Savishanka, she who is endowed with a Vishesha Shanka, you can put it like that for now. So Savishanka Nasya, that is all the doubts are put allayed to. Alpenaiva kalena Ramam drashtasi pitragnya bhangascha atinindyaha ityadi vakyaihi iti seshaha. So tatha kuru, Rama is telling Lakshmana, you act in such a way that the doubts of Mother Kausalya are put to rest, or her worries or concerns are put to rest. How should you put to rest? You tell her, pacify her. You also join me in pacifying her and telling, Alpenaiva kalena Ramam drashtasi. Hey mother, don't worry. In a very short time, you will see back Rama again. How many? 9 and 5 years. That's all. He will come back again. Tell her. And then Pitragnya Bhangaha Atinindyaha. Mother, please don't plan to go against our father's words, because he's your husband, he's our father, and we should not go against his words. It is Atinindya, etc. Ityadi Vakyaihi. So you act in such a way so that her doubts are allayed. Yadva, suppose you say it is Kaikeyi. Yasyaha Kaikeyaha no mata. So Kaikeyi Sashanka Ayam Vanam Nagamishyati iti Shanka Sahita. So Shanka Sahita here is, so Kaikeyi, she could be the one who's having the doubt. What is the doubt here? Govinda Raja is explaining. Lakshmanena Sammantriya Rajyam Punaha Kim Ramo Grahishyati iti Shankavati. So Govinda Raja is giving the Kaikeyi meaning only. So Shiromani Tilakara is giving both the meanings. Anyway, so Lakshmanena Sammantriya, Lakshmana, so Rama, so she is, it seems, sitting in her palace and worrying, I hope not that Rama is colluding. So Sammantriya, I hope he's not colluding with Lakshmana. And then Rajyam Kim Ramaha Grahishyati. So I hope he's not colluding with Lakshmana to take back the kingdom, etc. Kingdom again. Such kind of Shanka. So act in such a way that she doesn't have such Shanka. And see how nicely he's telling the next shloka. Even so, if it is Kausalya that he's talking about, the 7 shlokas is understandable. So even if it is Kaikeyi, then you should see how Udara Rama is. Tasya Shanka Mayam Dukkham. Tasya Shankamayam Dukkham Muhurtamapi Notsahe Manasi Pratisanjatam Saumitreham Upekshitum. Tasyaha Shankamayam Dukkham Muhurtamapi Na Utsahe. So Manasi Pratisanjatam. So so this Manasi Pratisanjatam is very, very important. Just now it struck me. Anyway, I will tell you. Tasyaha Shankamayam Dukkham. Tasyaha means who? So Kausalyayaha or Kaikeyaha. So the hers means Kausalya's or Kaikeyi's. Shankamayam Dukkham. What is the dukkha that she is having? Dukkha here is coming from Paritapyati. So she is being, troubled by that. So that is the dukkha here. So what is the dukkha? It is a dukkha of the form of doubt. Shankamayam Dukkham. So Shankamayam means Shankarupam Dukkham, you could say, or Shankamayam, Shanka Hetukam, you can say. So Shankamayam means Shanka is the Hetu for which dukkha. That is Shankamaya Dukkha. Or you can say Shankamayam Dukkham is Shanka itself is the Dukkha. So Shankarupam Dukkham, you can say. Many, they are all giving those, what should I say, that explanation. So Mayat, it's called, Shanka Maya, that is called Mayat. Mayat is used in Swarthe Mayat. Mayat is used in Vikara, in the sense of Vikara, Prachurya. So in Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, they're all Maya. Maya is coming, So in Annamaya Kosha, it is Vikare Mayat. That Mayat suffix is added, the sense of Vikara. It is Anna Vikara. Therefore, Annamaya Kosha. Pranamaya, etc. It is Prachurya. So it is what should I say? It is how should I explain? It's like we say, so like sugar is sweet Prachurya. It's just sweetness all through. So that is Prachuryarthe. Anyway, so here Swaruparthe Mayat, Shankamayam is, so Shankarupa Dukkha, she is having that Dukkham. So Muhurtamapi Notsahe, I don't wish that she has that Dukkha. Even for a moment, I don't hope that she has that Dukkha. So Manasyapi Pratisanjatam Kim Punaha Bahif Prakatitam Ityarthaha. Shiromani Kara is very nicely saying Manasi Sanjatam, Manasi Pratisanjatam. This doubt is just a mental, that is so what I was trying to say, Shiromani Kara said, and maybe that's how suddenly I remembered. So it is born in her mind. It's not a real possibility. So either way, either Kausalya's worry, how will he live in Vana, etc. That is also not a real problem. And Kaikeyi's worry is also not real, that I am not going to plot against her and take back this kingdom, etc. Both are just Manasi Pratisanjatam. They are just mental. They are just born in their minds. Her mind, that is either Kaikeyi's or Kausalya's mind, that manasi pratisanjatam shankamayam dukkhamapi notsahe. This api you put that api to manasi api. So manasyapi pratisanjatam. Even if it is a mental, so we say just a imagination, or just a theoretical possibility, we say, or imagination. Even that imagined dukkha, I don't want her to have. That is what Rama is telling. So imagine dukkha, I don't want Kausalya to have, understandable. That imagine dukkha, I don't want Kaikeyi also to have. That is something really great about Rama. So manasi api pratisanjatam dukkham shankamayam dukkham muhurtam api notsahe. I cannot bear that she has this dukkha, hey Lakshmana, hey Saumitre. So aham upekshitum, that dukkha I cannot care to neglect. Upekshitum na utsahe. I don't care, let her have that dukkham in her own mind. I cannot do that. So upekshitum aham notsahe. Na buddhi purvam na buddham smaramiha kadachana matrinam va piturvaham kritam alpancha vipriyam na buddhi. So he is telling, see Lakshmana, I have never knowingly or unknowingly hurt either of my mothers or the father. Na buddhi purvam na abuddham iha smarami kadachana. So alpancha vipriyam kritam. So alpancha, even a small amount of vipriyam, that is something that is not pleasant to them or not pleasing to them. Alpamcha vipriyam buddhi purvam abuddham va. Buddhi purvam means knowingly, or abuddham va means ajnanena. So without knowing, or knowingly or unknowingly, alpamapi, even a little also, kritam vipriyam nasmarami. Kadachana kritam vipriyam nasmarami. Kadachana means whenever. So I don't remember doing any, or whenever, or at any time I don't remember doing. I don't know how to say. Any time I don't remember means it's not that he did it, but he doesn't remember. So you should say, so I don't remember doing some hurtful thing at any time to our mothers or father. Matrinam va piturva. So pituhu va matrinam va vipriyam. Vipriyam is visheshena apriyam, you can say. So vipriyam, so that cannot be visheshena apriyam. Give me a moment. So vipriyam, what are they saying? This is 8th shloka, right? So vipriyam, so vipriyakaram, that is so something that is not something that is not pleasant to them, that kind of thing, very hurting thing, knowingly or unknowingly at any time I have never done, or at least I cannot remember. That is what he is telling. Nasmarami iha. Satya satyabhisandhascha nityam satyaparakramaha paraloka bhayad bhito nirbhayostu pita mama. So mama pita nirbhayaha astu. Hey Lakshmana, let my father not have any fear as regards to, so whether I will follow his instructions or not. Why should he be afraid of that? Why should he have that bhayam, that whether I will follow or not? Because if I don't follow, he will not have uttama loka, because it is his word and his implementation of that word is dependent on me. You see, this is just struck me. So how can Dasharatha's word be dependent on Rama? So if Rama doesn't do, Dasharatha doesn't get Swargam, how can you say? Because Dasharatha is Rama's son. Son means what? Dasharatha has mastery over Rama. So that means if his son is, for all practical purposes, somebody who has to serve him. So if somebody who he masters over, who lords over, that person, if he is not doing something, then the dosha will go to the master only. Anyway, so this satyaha means satya vachana swabhavaha, and then satyabhisandhascha. Satyabhisandaha means satya pratignaha. So he whose vow has never gone in vain, has always been held. That is satyabhisandaha. Satyaha, he always speaks truth. Nityam satyaparakramaha. So this nityam satyaha, you can say, is a nityam, you can put everything. Nityam satyaha, nityam satyabhisandaha, nityam satyaparakramaha. His parakrama, his valor has never gone in vain. Such kind of Dasharatha. Paraloka bhayad bhitaha. So this is Dasharatha who's always worried, so which is something that we all should be. We should be worried about what will happen after this deham. So I hope enough punyam we have accumulated, etc. So paraloka bhayad bhitaha, he who is afraid of paraloka bhaya. Paraloka means after I die, what will happen? So whether I will go to uttama loka or adhama loka, naraka, etc. That fear, that papa bhiti, we say. So that papa bhiti he always has. Nirbhayostu pita mama. Such kind of father of mine, who satyaha, satyabhisandhaha, satyaparakramaha, paraloka bhayad bhitaha, that father of mine nirbhayaha astu. Hey Lakshmana, may my father be without any bhayam. That is, don't add one more bhayam to him that, oh, Lakshmana has put me in jail, Lakshmana might kill me. All those things you keep aside. We have to follow father's words so that he is not worried about what will happen to him after his death. तस्यापि भवेदस्मिन् कर्मणि अप्रतिसंहृते सत्यं नेति मनस्तापस्तस्य तापस्तपेच्च माम्. So तस्यापि भवेद भवेद अस्मिन् कर्मणि अप्रतिसंहृते सत्यं न. So this is requires some anvaya. So these commentators have written. I will just read from that. Okay. Tasya Dasharathasyapi asmin abhisheka karmani. This is Govinda Raja. Tasya Dasharathasya asmin karmani means what? Asmin abhisheka karmani apratisamhrite. Apratisamhrite means what? Anivartite. That is, so this boon that he has given to Kaikeyi, that abhishekam of Rama will not happen, Bharata's abhishekam will happen, and Rama will go to forest. These twofold boon that he gave, that if it is not established or accomplished, apratisamhrite, that is, this abhisheka is not, if it is not put aside, apratisamhrite means anivartite. If this abhisheka is not put aside, that is, Rama's abhisheka should not happen. If that doesn't happen, then what happens? Then so anivartite sati, if that doesn't happen, satyam na iti mama varadana vishayaha satyam neti manastapaha. Satyam na is there, in the second line. Satyam na means mama varadana vishaya satyam na. The varadana that I have given, it is not a true varam that I have given. That is, it has gone in vain. Such kind of manastapaha he will have. So neti, satyam neti manastapaha bhavet. He will have that manastapa, that agony in his mind, that I gave a varan to Kaikeyi, but then that could not be, accomplished by me, not by Rama, by me. Why? Because he is the Lord, of Rama. So if Rama is not doing it, then it's like the master is not doing it. I have not been able to act upon my varam that I gave to Kaikeyi. That would be his manastapaha. So manastapaha bhavet tasya, who? Dasharathasya. Tasya tapaha mam tapet. So Dasharatha's manastapa, it will trouble me also. So mam tapet tapayet. That is, that manastapa that Dasharatha would have, it would be scorching me also. So Tilakakara says, mam api tapet means what? Pitruhitam akurvato mama janma vyartham iti pidayet. I will always feel guilty that why is this life for? I never, implemented my father's wishes. I could not implement my father's wishes. What is this life for? Iti, it will always trouble me. Mama api tapet piturhitam akurvato mama janma vyartham iti pidayet. Okay. Abhisheka vidhanantu tasmat samhritya Lakshmana anvageva hamichhami vanam gantum itah puraha. So Abhisheka vidhanam tu tasmat samhritya. Hey Lakshmana. So samhritya means tyaktva. Tasmat means so therefore, for that reason. What is the reason? You see, our father, by my action, his Uttama Loka is dependent, and also he will feel, guilty if he is not able to. If I am not going to forest, if he is not able to implement on his wishes, he will feel guilty, and his guilt will burn me also. Therefore, tasmat. So tasmat abhisheka vidhanam samhritya. Hey Lakshmana. So I want to give up on this abhisheka vidhanam. This is all this abhisheka ceremony. Samhritya, having given up. Anvageva. Anvak means immediately. Shigrameva. Anvageva means shigrameva. Shigrameva vanam itaha puraha vanam gantum ichchami. Itaha puraha means so itaha nagar. So asmin nagarat. So asmat nagarat. So from this nagara, shigrameva. That is anvageva means shigrameva vanam gantum ichchami. So because of these reasons, hey Lakshmana, I immediately want to give up on this abhisheka preparations, all this arrangements, etc. And immediately I want to go to the forest. He is telling, Mama pravrajanadadya krita krityan ripatmaja sutam bharatam avyagram abhishechayatam tataha. Mama pravrajanad. So Mama pravrajanadadya. So adya, today, by my going to the forest, Mama pravrajanad. So kritakrityan ripatmaja. Ripatmaja is Kaikeyi here. So Kekaya Rajaputri, Ripatmaja, the daughter of the king, Kaikeyi here. So Kritakritya, she would be somebody who's accomplished what she wanted to accomplish. Kritakritya Nripatmaja Sutam Bharatam, that her son Avyagram Abhishechyatam. So Avyagram means Avyakulam. So without any worries, anxieties, troubles, when I go to the forest, may she happily, without any problem or hindrance, may she coronate Bharata. So maybe Rama is telling the intention that I will go, you will remain in Ayodhya, but please, when I go away and you are here and Kaikeyi is going to coronate Bharata, you don't cause any trouble in my absence also. Perhaps that is what he is trying to say. So Abhishechyatam tataha. Tataha means thereafter, that is after I go, may she happily, without any hindrances, may she coronate her son Bharata as the king. मयि चीराजिनधरे जटामण्डलधारिणि गते रण्यञ्चकैकेय्या भविष्यति मनस्सुखम्. So मयि चीराजिनधरे, chira is so the bark of the trees, etc. So what Rama is exactly going to wear when he goes to Vanavasam, etc. we will see here in the palace of Ayodhya. We will see later when he goes to Guha's place. We will see. So chira ajina is deer skin. So deer skin and then the bark of the trees, etc. So chira ajina dhare jatamandala dharini. So he has to wear that jata. This jata he will wear in that place. What is that? I just told you. So what is that? I just told you, in Guha's place. In Guha's place, he will tie that jata. We will see. So when that is over, that is when I am ready, dressed up, all set to go to the forest. At that time, Aranyang Gatecha, that happens. That is, I am ready and I go to the forest also. Aranyang Gatecha Kaikeyaha Manassukham Bhavishyati. So there will be Manassukham for Kaikeyi. So there will be mental peace or mental happiness for Kaikeyi when I get ready. So I wear all the costume that is required, and then the hairdo, all that I do, that which is required to go to the forest, and then finally I go. Then she will be very happy. So he's not saying it out of spite, or then only she will be happy. He's not saying like that. He's saying let her be happy. I just want to implement my father's words. He's telling, very peacefully, etc. Buddhi pranita yeneyam manascha susamahitam tamnu narhami tamnu narhami sankileshtum pravrajishyami machiram. So now he is going to explain what exactly is going to what exactly is the reason. So he's going to turn towards Daivam, etc. We will see. Before that, for the previous shloka I just saw, Shiromani Kara has some nice meaning there. So this is for shloka 12. So Bharatam Avyagram. So that Avyagram Bharatam. Actually, Avyagram is an adjective to Bharata. Maybe I did not say that. So Avyagram Bharatam, that Bharata. So Avyagram Avyakulam could be. So Avyagram Abhishechyatam. So without any hindrances, may he be coronated by her. That is one meaning. Or it could be Avyagram could be an adjective to Bharata, as Shiromani Kara is explaining. Aha Vishnu. You remember this Ekakshara Nighantu, it's called. So one akshara will have a lot of meaning. That there is one book itself like that. Ekakshara Nighantu. Nighantu means dictionary actually. So anyway, he's giving such meaning. Aha Vishnu eva Vyagraha Visheshena Agraha Mat Priti Patra Granitvam Yasmin Sa Saha Bharataha Tam Bharatam. So Aha means Vishnu. So Aksharanam Akarosmi. Aha Vishnu eva Vyagraha. So Avyagraha, A and Vyagra. A means Vishnu and Vyagra. Vyagra means Visheshena Agraha Vyagra. V Agraha becomes Vyagraha. So Vyagraha Visheshena Agraha Mat Priti Patra Granitvam Yasmin. So Yasmin, that is in Bharate. Yasmin Bharate Mat Priti Patra Granitvam. So Vishnu Agraha, Visheshena Agraha. So how should I put it? So Bharata has this quality of being the one that is dearmost to Rama. That kind of Bharata may she be coronating. So Vyagram Bharatam means that Bharata who is the dearmost to Vishnu, that is to me, to Rama. So to him may she make the king, etc. Now he is turning towards. I will briefly explain this shloka. There's a lot of commentary beginning from here onwards. So he's turning towards Daivam now. बुद्धिः प्रणीता येनेयं मनश्च सुसमाहितं तं नु नार्हामि संक्लेष्टुं प्रव्रजिष्यामि माचिरं. So येन, by whom buddhihi pranita, iyam buddhihi pranita, pranita means datta. So by whom this buddhi was given to Kaikeyi, that is not even Manthara. Manthara herself becomes an instrument to somebody else. He is going to say that yenayam buddhihi pranita manascha susamahitam. By whom? Yena again, yena manascha susamahitam, by whom her mind has also been made steady despite all the happenings, Dasharatha crying, etc. Still she is intent upon, sending Rama to forest and coronating Rama. That is that nishchaya. Manascha susamahitam means that, so that nishchaya was, she got that nishchaya, so that's that steadfastness of mind. So by whose prerana? Yena tam. So this tam indicates that he's not talking about Manthara also, because he's not saying tam, he's using pullinga. So vidhata, daivam, whatever you want to say, tam, daivam. So tam nu narhami sankleshtum. So here there is one external meaning and internal meaning. So external meaning is that it is Bhagavan's wish. What can I do about it? That is what he is telling. Narhami tam sankleshtum narhami. I don't have the power to go and punish that person. You are trying to shoot the messenger, we say, So Kaikeyi is the messenger, Manthara is the messenger, it's our instrument, somebody else's plan it is. So that person I cannot do anything. So tam sankleshtum narhami, I cannot do anything about him. Therefore pravrajishyami machiram. So machiram means without any without any delay. Pravrajishyami, I will go to the forest without any delay. Why? Because I cannot go and fight with that person whose prerana it was to give this buddhi to Kaikeyi, and whose prerana it was that Kaikeyi becomes so adamant about it. That person I cannot go and fight with. Therefore what I should do, instead of fighting with Kaikeyi and Manthara, hey Lakshmana. So he is telling Lakshmana, you should also not do it. That's the idea. So by telling him, that's why in the previous sarga's last shloka was, so darshanam. So atha anujam bhrisham anushasya darshanam. That darshanam is his own thoughts he is revealing to Lakshmana, so that he will follow. So Lakshmana will follow, because this is what Rama is thinking, this is what Rama's thoughts. That's very poignant line there. So atha anujam bhrisham anushasya darshanam. So why is he talking to Lakshmana about his thoughts on the matter? Because Lakshmana also will follow it. So therefore he is indirectly telling Lakshmana that we cannot do anything about that daivam. What's the point in troubling or hurting these people? They are all just pawns in that destinies or daivam's hand. So buddhihi pranita yena iyam. So iyam buddhihi yena pranita. Pranita means datta. So this buddhi was given to Kaikeyi by whom? Is it Manthara? No. Tam, that person, that male, whoever he is. Manascha susamahitam. So this manaha also susamahitam. That is very adamant. Her mind has become adamant on this thing. So by whose prerana? That person I cannot do anything. So let me just read commentary on this shloka and we will stop here. Kaikeya atra naparadhaha anya preritatvat. So this is one postulation Tilakara is telling. So indirectly, that is Rama is only telling, he is putting words in Rama's mouth. Kaikeya atra naparadhaha, there is no fault of Kaikeyi here. Why? Anya preritatvat, she has been instigated by somebody else. Tarhi sa eva dandyaha. So then okay, who is that somebody else who instigated her? Go and punish him. Sa eva dandyaha. So you should go and punish him. For that he is telling yena ishwarena vidhatra iyam buddhihi. So yena ishwarena means by which Ishwara vidhata. Vidhata is the dispenser of destiny. Bharata bhagya vidhata when we say. So Rabindranath Tagore's translation itself I think it says that the dispenser of India's destiny, like that. So vidhata is, so he is a dispenser of destiny, that Ishwara. So by him buddhihi Kaikeyaha pranita Manthara dwara datta. So this buddhi is given to Kaikeyi through Manthara by him. So by that vidhata. Manascha tad buddhi vishaye arthe susamahitam sthirikritam. So her mind also, manascha tad buddhi vishaye, so that vishaya which her mind has been. So buddhi here is that what should I say? So buddhi is that intention, and her mind also is now strong on that intention. She is very intent upon it, we say, So manascha tad buddhi vishaye arthe susamahitam sthirikritam tam ishwaram tam sankleshtum. मत्कृतम् अन्यथा जातम् इति क्लेशयितुं नार्हामि. So tam sankleshtum, so narhami, that is I don't have the power to. Power is one thing or intention is another thing. The hidden meaning we will see in the next class. Tam sankleshtum, to trouble him. How should I trouble? How will he trouble so that Ishvara? I mean, how could he possibly trouble that Ishvara? The way to possibly trouble is, okay, hey Ishvara, this is how you planned, now you see I will undo your plans. So that I cannot do. So matkritam anyatha jatam iti kleshayitum. Like that, who's thinking? Ishvara should think. So if you want to take pratikara on Ishvara, what you should do? Ishvara has given the situation, then you would say, see, Ishvara, see, this is what I'm going to do. I will undo what you have done. That I cannot do. So matkritam anyatha jatam iti kleshayitum. Who? To him. He should be able to think, oh, this is what I thought, but this Rama came and he undid all that I planned. So that I cannot make him think like that because I don't have the power. So kleshayitum narhami. So why narhami? This is where Tilakara is telling tasya mad adhikaritvat madrupatvadveti gudha ashayaha. The hidden meaning is, why cannot I not go against him, that Ishvara? Because tasya mad adhikaritvat, he is my adhikari. That is, he is my, he's acting upon my orders. That is one way. Or madrupadvad, because he is me only. I am only that Ishvara who put these thoughts in her mind. Either you take that Ishvara is some devata, that Daivam is some devata who's who's responsible for these things. So for destiny, etc. It could be that devata, or it's me only. Ultimately, as the Antaryami, I am the one who gave her this buddhi. The gudha ashayaha. So what is the apatato arthaha? Apatataha is, so the prima facie meaning is so gudha ashayaha mat sankalpa kritameva taditi gudham yangyam. So it is my own intention. So that's what Lakshmana, he is indirectly telling Lakshmana, so it's for good. I have decided all this. That is the hidden meaning. Ashakyatvad apatato arthaha. So ashakyatvad, that is the prima facie meaning. So I don't have the power to undo his plans because I am nothing in front of him. That is the external meaning. Internal meaning is I am not interested. So there are nice meanings that the other people are also giving to the shloka, which we will see in the next class. We will start with the shloka again, and then here he will take a turn towards Daivam. So whether you want to take the second meaning, that it was Rama's intention only. Of course, that is, as Rama as Ishvara, it is true. But Rama as a human character here, you will see a nice discourse on Daivam, that is destiny. So it is Balavat Daivam, that is the destiny which you cannot undo. Something that has to happen, therefore it has happened. And he nicely gives Lakshanam. So please don't go and read these. So you wait, in the next class we will see. So how can you say that this is definitely destiny only? For that he gives nice hetu, which we will see in the next class. We will stop here. Om यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम तत्सत् श्रीरामार्पणमस्तु। ओम